Hi my friends, here I am again in my little chair, in my little lounge, with another video on this journey that I started a few months ago, that is all about realizing how we are going through an enormous change, and that we are together realizing, and also within ourselves realizing, that we are really the ones who are creating the world that we're living in. And as usual, I haven't completely planned what I'm going to say, so let's see what my higher self wants to share with you today. So we are realizing that life is very different to what we really have been brought up to believe. So we are awakening to the truth, which we have not really been used to for thousands and thousands of years. So as human beings, we've been living really dictated by our parents, all our upbringing, everything we learned from the people around us. We have learnt how to live our lives. And 2,000 years ago, a man came to earth because there was about to be an enormous change on the earth. And what he said was to free yourself from everything that you really know and to go to your heart. So now, 2,000 years later, and many other people have come to earth to really tell us about the change that is coming. But as it is really agreed everywhere, this is the birth of the Christ consciousness. And as I see it, Christ is not bound by religion. The Christ consciousness is the love within. So what we have been told many times is happening now on earth, and that is why everything seems very difficult and very chaotic. So we have been, many of the YouTube videos have what do you call it, the title of the video, "They lied to us," or they have cheated us, they have told us all the wrong things. But really, as I see it, there's really no one who has done this to us. It is all something we have agreed to be a part of. So as human beings, we have lived in what some people call the matrix, a certain way of being human that was dictated by the mind. And now this is all falling apart. That whole world, that whole way of thinking is completely crumbling. And a new way of living is coming now, where we are being dictated and guided, and really we start to live from the wisdom of our heart. So we're going from the intelligence of the mind to the wisdom of the heart. And it doesn't mean that we won't use our brain anymore and we'll just live like these zombies who walk around and don't think. We will still be thinking, but we will be rooted in our heart. That's the enormous change that's happening. And that's why the new world we're stepping into is a world of love, because because when we go to our heart, we feel the love. This is a center of creation, really, and the Creator is love. So we're going from a way of being that we have learnt and has been completely, deeply ingrained in us. And as this crumbles and dies, we see our own life, the life around us, all the institutions, all the things we were used to, they are crumbling around us. And we can feel that even our own personality is crumbling. So we can really ask and sense that we don't even really know who we are anymore, because we have identified ourselves with all these things that we thought were us. The structure of our life, the things we loved to do, the people around us, the job we had, everything material we felt gave us the safety and actually gave us our identity. And this is all crumbling because we can't use it anymore. We are forced to, each and every one of us, to let go of what we knew and what made us feel safe, and to for some of us, or really most of us, be in a period of time where we feel we don't really know anything and everything feels strange. And this is where the fear can become very, very strong, because if I don't have what I'm used to, I will feel so much fear, because what do I have then? It's really a dying process. And is the image of the Christ on the cross is really, as I've mentioned before, an image of that. You let the ego, the old way of being, we're going to let that die. And so we in this process, it can be really messy, really difficult, really painful, and we can go into depression, we feel anxiety, and all we can really do is to allow the process. Every time we try to stop the process and control it, everything gets worse. So in the beginning it can feel very hard, and really that's the reason why I'm making these videos now, is to support anyone who can use it, to understand that this is not terrible, it's not dangerous, and it's not because there's anything wrong with you. This is a process that everyone is going to go through, and the more people go through it, the more we can help the ones who are coming after us, because we don't do it at the same time. So when we are in these very fearful states on this journey, we have this, we're really forced to go deeper within. And that's what this is all about, that I'm talking about. Helping you to just concentrate on, take your attention away from everything that's falling apart and the fear that's coming. You can feel the fear, but then guide yourself, or use my videos, whatever you can use, to realize that in the moment you're feeling very fearful and very, very upset, to just sit down or lie down, start to breathe deeply, and to bring your attention. You can bring your attention to the fear and the other feelings you might feel, and then tell yourself that yes, I am feeling this right now, but this emotion and this feeling, this sensation is not me. It's a part of me that is feeling this right now, but behind all that is my spirit. Like an observer, a wise elder, or a playful child, as I've said before. Behind all that turmoil and difficulty, there is my true self. There is my spirit, my God self, my divine self, my peaceful self, my all-knowing self. It's right here, it's right now, because it is my essence, so it can never leave me. It can be far away, and that's what we feel when we are very upset, very nervous, very lost. It's because our spirit has in a way stepped back, or we have pushed it back, or we have just put our attention too much on everything else, so the spirit slowly sort of subsides or resides. It steps back. And so what we need to practice every time we're not feeling well, to simply go and reconnect with that. So this is what this process, this going from one world to a new world, that's what this is all about. We are being trained to be connected with our spirit again. We're really returning home. And for most people, they don't return home and get completely connected to their spirit like that in an instant. It happens for very few. Most of us have to go through the long process of this waves up and down. It's going well and it goes bad. It goes well and it goes bad. We go through this, but as time goes by, the waves get smaller and smaller, and finally we're there. We're there. We're home. So we have all these aspects of ourselves. We are multidimensional beings. We can feel anything and everything, and in our depths we are the all-knowing. We are the essence of life. We are God, whatever you want to call it. And so we have to navigate with our inner authority. It's like it's really hard to explain because we have so many parts of us, but there is like an inner authority or a personality self that decides, okay, where do I want to put my attention? Do I want to put my attention on all this news that's on this screen? Do I want to press that off button? Do I want to listen to my neighbor shouting about something that's very dramatic? Do I want to listen to and feel all the fear within me? Or do I want to just go and go and look for my spirit within me? So these videos I'm making now is all about the inner landscape. And the inner, you can call it the inner gardening. The old videos I used to make were all about the outer world, and sometimes I make a video about the animals out there. But really, what I've learnt on my way and I want to share with you is that there is the outer landscape of the world and life, all the things we do out there, and there's the inner landscape. And now we've come to a point on our journey where it is necessary that we bring our attention to our inner landscape. And we have the inner garden. And as a gardener, you know, you can go and fight all the weeds, or you can find ways to make the things you want to grow, give them good conditions so they grow better. So there's the aggressive way, the fighting way, and there's the loving and the peaceful way. Understanding that there's all these different plants that can grow. So this video stopped because my memory card was full. So let's continue. So as I was describing, these videos I'm making now are all about guiding you to start to bring your attention to your inner landscape. We have the outer landscape and we have the inner landscape. And we have this inner gardener, the steward of the land. And we can, as we have all these different aspects of our personality, we can be a different gardener. We can be the one who goes out aggressively, full of tension, full of despair, and fight what we don't want. Or we can go and study and figure out how can we make the flowers that we want in our garden, how can we give them good conditions so they can grow well. And so we can come with an attitude of fight and resistance and conflict, or we can come as a gardener of love, of appreciation, of what is beautiful and wonderful and good. So these are the two gardeners that we can be, and we have free will. We can choose what we like. So, but this is the process of realizing that I can choose how I want to live my life. And so I'm going from this mind-dominated person who sees everything in duality and who tries to fight away what they don't want. Or we can become the creator that we are, our divine selves, who sees everything as welcome. All the wild flowers, there's really no such thing as a weed, it's wild plants. And every plant has its function in our garden. But with our intention, with our wisdom, and with our love, we can nurture and we can fertilize, we can make good conditions for what we want to grow in this inner garden. So this is what we're realizing and understanding. And the more we practice this, the better we become. So we're understanding that the world is not something that is, the way the world works is not something that someone else can tell me. The way the world works is something that I understand by going within. The rules of life come from my inner wisdom, the true rules of life. And so within myself is this garden, is this place, and I can be a loving gardener who attends this inner landscape with love, with gratitude, with appreciation, and with wisdom, and with peace. So this is what we do when we do these little exercises. We go to our inner landscape. So let's go and do our little exercise today with all this in mind. So go and lie down or go wherever you like. Close your eyes or open your eyes, whatever feels comfortable, and start to relax your body as you focus on your breath. Feel the breath coming in through your nose, slowly, gently, softly. Feel the tiny little hairs up in your nose, but feel the air flowing through, the cool air coming in, going all the way down into your belly, sensing how your belly becomes so soft, so relaxed, so open, bringing this wave of air in, allowing it to be so slow that you cannot hear your breath. You might like to hold your breath a little bit before you slowly breathe out, feeling the warm air going out through your nostrils. And sensing how Your whole body is now becoming soft and relaxed all over. You can see yourself floating, if that's nice for you, comfortable for you. I often use this, floating on a blue lagoon of water. It's the most beautiful day. Your body is so relaxed as you lie there on the water. You're floating. The water is so salty, it's holding you up, so you can simply float and relax. Feel the soft, warm water under you and sense all the friendly life. It's teeming with fish and all these different life forms that are all benevolent, sending their love to you. You can just float in this water as long as you like. And you feel the warm air above you. You see the sun above, shining its soft and gentle rays onto your body. And you might be all naked if you like. Just whatever you feel is comfortable. Feeling the rays of the sun. It's like God. You can see the face of God and God's voice saying, I love you so much. You are my precious child. Feel the rays of light just gently beaming onto your body and making you soft in every muscle, every tissue, every organ is relaxed, soft, calm and content. Every cell in your body is happy and content. And in the air are the birds. You can hear the birds flying and singing above you. All benevolent beings. You are so relaxed, so calm, and you have such trust that all is well right now. And all will always be well. You are right where you are meant to be in your life. All the challenges around you are there for a reason. You might not understand them right now, but they're there for a reason, and it's okay. And right where you are in your life now, all you really need to do is start to practice being connected to your deeper self, the essence of who you are, which is your divine self, your God self. Feeling that although all these things are going on in your life, you can simply step into your inner garden. And you can see in your inner garden, you might see a little well or a little wellspring of water. There's a water springing up from your garden that is feeding all the plants in the garden with the most beautiful fresh spring water. And that's your essence. So you go to your garden and you can drink from this place of truth, of peace, and of love. And in your garden are all these different plants, and some are, the thistles are representing pain. All these different ones that we don't want, we don't like, the pain, the anxiety, the frustration, the feelings of overwhelm. All these plants are in your garden, and they're allowed to be there. But they're also all the emotions that you love, the feelings of joy, contentment, love, creativity. All these are represented as different flowers and plants that you might love. Maybe fruit trees, with all these different fruits that are growing. And as the gardener you are, if you have chosen the path of your spirit, you have chosen to be a loving gardener who allows all the plants to be there, but who goes and nurtures and looks after the ones he wants to really blossom and grow and take up the space of the garden. So you are the loving gardener who has the wisdom and the knowledge and the understanding to create the most beautiful inner landscape within you. You are your own gardener, and you can create the most beautiful garden you have ever seen within yourself, just with the way you tend to your garden, the way you tend to your inner self. So when life gets difficult, all we need to do really is to go to our inner garden and smell the flowers, drink from the wellspring, and just feel the joy in our garden. Sense that although we have all the difficult emotions, deep down we feel the peace, we feel the love, we feel the trust that all is well. Allowing ourselves to feel all this peace, feel all this goodness, and allowing all the other aspects of us to be there. So this is a practice we need to do as often as we can in this process of transformation. The more you tend to your inner garden, the more beautiful your inner world becomes. And the more beautiful your inner world becomes, the more beautiful your outer world becomes. It's all connected. So when we want to change our outer world, we have to start with our inner world. So I'll be quiet for a while. If you want to sense that you're still floating on the water, you can do that. Or you can focus your attention on your inner garden and see yourself watering the lilies, the roses, whatever flowers and plants you wish to water and nurture in your garden. I'll be quiet for a little while. All is whole, all is well, all is complete, right where we are. Breathing into your belly. Feeling the peace flowing in your veins. Filling your heart. Filling your mind. ready, bring your attention back to your physical body. Start to move your fingers and toes. Feel the sensations in your body. Feel how good it feels after you've done this little exercise. How do you feel? And if what you feel when you bring your attention to how you feel when you feel really good, you can use that when you get unhappy, desperate, you get these so-called negative feelings, you feel life is very difficult, you can remind yourself, oh, that's right. Let me come back to the flowers in my garden, this beautiful place within me, and recreate, reconnect with the well-being within me. So you might like to stretch your arms and legs. And I'll just show you this qigong. You can't see my whole body, but just standing there shaking is a wonderful way to, if you ever feel, whenever you feel stressed or tense, just stand there with your feet on the floor. It could be outside also, it's really good. Breathe in slowly through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. Just stand there shaking. That is a wonderful little tool to just get really present in your body and to feel better in the moment. So yeah, we're going to finish off this video now, and I hope you could use some of it on your journey. This is just to once again to support you, whoever would like the support. That's what I really love doing, to support anyone who can use some support in this enormous process that we're in, that is not easy. It's not easy. And to just remind ourselves, talk to ourselves with a friendly voice, say to ourselves when we feel life is really difficult, to tell ourselves, like a parent saying, you're doing really well, and you are, all this is a process, and things are getting better and better all the time. So this way we can lift ourselves with all these different tools. We can lift ourselves and feel better really instantly. So I send you all my love and blessings right where you are. May you enjoy the ride as we go. See you next time. Bye, my friend.